drops the keys to the people in this city's health and healing and happiness. And so my job is now to go to work on that. When we came here in 1992, this was a different city. And over the years, things have changed. I've had to learn how to adapt. The same language we use now, I have to use differently. Before we'd have a flyer and say, here, go, we bring your friends. But now we have millennials, we have different languages, different things. We have social media that wasn't around when I got out of school. So I've had to learn how to literally navigate and communicate in this 2019 world we live in. And so because of that, we have over 110 videos on our Spine Geek YouTube channel. We have 150 videos on our Facebook Spine Geek channel. I guess they're not going away. And so we're trying to really have a global impact to teach people how to be healthy and be strong. So that's when we've been able to evolve, if you will, and adapt to people's changes. That's why we won this award in 2013, in 2017, and in 2019. And when I looked at people who I had asked to vote for us, and I said, hey, we won, all the comments on Facebook were like, duh, of course you won, we love you. I mean, it's not about me. It's just every day we wake up and we purposely set our minds to want to love on people, take care of them, because so many people have been physically abused, emotionally abused, mentally abused, and they really can't find a place to come. And we realize that we know who's walking in here. We know this is a body, this is a mind, this is a spirit that needs healing. And we address that, and our most powerful tool is love first. And that's our key to success, loving people.
All right, very good. Okay. You guys need any water or anything?
I'm good.
Okay, good. So, this is my Army truck. And it basically always reminds me that we're on a mission. And today, you're going to see your x-rays a little bit. And what does your spine have to do then? Why did I x-ray your spine of all things? Oh, I know, you're a chiropractor, you have to. Not necessarily. And so what I really want you to know is what's wrong, what's causing your pain, and then what did I find, what do we need to do to fix this, how long is this going to take, and how much is this going to cost. And if I don't follow your recommendations, what should I expect? And if I do follow your recommendations, what can I expect? That's the point of tonight. We live in a crazy world. This is literally, for the last, since 1991, has been the most important visit I have with patients, because this is where I try to pull you out of the world that you've been living in and show you a better world, a better thing, a better life for yourself. One that doesn't include more medication, although I'm not against it, right? Everybody has time and place for everything. That doesn't necessarily require more surgeries or surgery. It doesn't require more shots, medication, surgeries. But if we don't get things fixed right, then you may see more of that in your future, and I don't want that for you. So my job is to rescue you from that, and that's why I have an Army truck. If I'm literally on a mission to save lives, then I need to have an Army truck, because it just makes it all badass, okay? And like I said, I've been doing this since 1991. I've given well over 500,000 adjustments, safe and effective. God is still in the healing business, therefore I'm still around since 1991. And literally what we do here is different. And like you saw in the video, what we do is taken me to 2 Olympics. I was the chiropractor for the Colorado Rapids when they won their championship. And so you've been to different doctors, you've done different things, I get that. But just for the next 4 hours, haha, I'm kidding, let me just explain to you, and hopefully you see the difference in how we do this here. That's Kayla Harrison, one of our patients. She won the 2012 Olympic gold medal, first American ever to win a gold medal in judo, right? And she came back in 2016 and won another Olympic gold medal in the sport of judo in Rio, Brazil. And right now she's either 11 or 12-0 in MMA fighting, and she's an amazing girl. The reason why I show you this video, this picture, is because when we met, she could have had any doctor she wanted. She could have had any medical doctor, any physical therapist, any massage therapist, any acupuncturist, nutritionist, chiropractor. But when she heard and understood what we're going to do for her, she says, that will give me the edge that no one else has. So what you're getting yourself into is different, even if you've been to chiropractors or doctors and stuff in the past. With that, my question is for you, what is your gold medal? Obviously you want to feel better, but why? So you can keep creating, keep gaming with your family, keep having fun, doing things, not turning this old, you want to keep lifting, working out, being an electrician, doing things. There's things you want to do with your life that if you're sick and tired isn't fun. I want to help you make life easier for you. I want to help you develop what your gold medal is and what's worth living, what's worth getting out of bed in the morning. Why do you want to feel great? Why do you want to feel strong? Just because? No. You have a gold medal. And it may be to get out of debt. It may be to retire. It may be to be a strong grandparent someday. Whatever it is, I want to help you get there. Does that make sense? And so there's three kinds of health that I see in this world today. The first one is dead grass health, where this particular person is always in pain. Always in pain. They've lost hope. They've stopped listening to anybody about what to do to get better. They're on way too many medications. They take organs out every year to see their doctor. Systems are literally shutting down. They're getting ready for the nursing home. So their body is full of sickness, disease, and they're on their way to early death. And they have no nerve supply as far as their spine goes. And that's what puts them in the dead grass zone. The second kind of health, or kind of person I see, is a brown grass health person, where some days maybe they feel okay, but some days they're in pain. And so they figure out, what can I take? What can I take to get rid of this? What can I take to get rid of that? Or as long as I take something, then I feel okay, or it doesn't stop me from doing what I need to do. But then, okay, do I need a cortisone shot? Do I need a vaccine? What kind of shots do I need in order? So they're using medication and shots and surgeries to try to stay here, but if they didn't use these things, then they would be here for sure. That's brown grass. Life gets hard, life's not fun, they feel broken, they're not okay, and now they're just full of sickness and disease. Not early death yet, just sickness and disease. And that's due to what we find a weak nerve supply. The third type of health, which this is what my doctoring produces. This is why Kayla Harrison wanted to choose us, because she knew that all her other opponents for getting beat up were probably in a brown grass state. And she realized if she could get the green grass strong, then she could dominate. And the same thing with you. I want you to dominate in life, okay? I want you to have a strong body, strong mind, strong spirit. Be at your ideal weight if that's important. And you're so strong that really medication, shots, and surgery aren't necessary. It's not that we're against them, it's just that you just don't have a need for it. Life is good, and the key to this, being strong like this, is a strong nerve supply. The stronger your nerve supply is, the stronger you are. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, everything. So that's where I want to take you. So when you came in with your issue, I had to find out, is it a sign of brown grass, or just because you didn't get enough sleep last night, or because you lifted too much, or because just things happen. So it's your x-rays that tell me whether you're green grass, brown grass, dead grass. Not necessarily how you feel, okay? How you feel doesn't tell us really anything. You can feel great next day you have a heart attack. You can be organic all your life and go to the doctor and find out you have breast cancer. So the thing is, how you feel doesn't tell me what grass you're at, what your x-rays and your measurements specifically tell me what that is. So here's my question. What do you see more of in your life, in your family, or at school, or community, or on social media? Do you see more green grass people, or do you see more brown grass, dead grass people? Group participation.
Oh, personally, brown.
You see more brown? What do you see? Even at your young age, right? So here's the question. I agree. There's way too many brown grass, dead grass people in the world out there, right? Especially with where we live. So how are we going to get you here when they can't figure it out yet, right? So here's the thing. Welcome to Drug-Free America. That's one of the problems of why we see so many brown grass, dead grass people. Because when they hurt, their solution is not find a natural that works with the body. They just want to take a medication. And the good news is they have medication from age 0 to post age 65 for everything in life. And you get to become over-medicated. And here's the thing. Medication, right or wrong, doesn't make you green grass. It simply makes you brown grass. If you take too much of it, it makes you dead grass. Here's the report card. Almost 10% of Americans have diabetes. That's a lifestyle disease. 86 are pre-diabetic million. About 600,000 people die of heart disease. What does that mean? It means 1 out of 4 people are going to die of heart disease in America. Not good. Heart disease is brown grass, dead grass. Diabetes is brown grass, then dead grass. Cancer is brown grass, dead grass. 1 out of 2 men, 1 in 3 women are projected to be told at some time you have cancer. Not okay. And over 500,000 people die every year of cancer. So that's the report card, right? We're not getting people to the green grass side, and they get an F. So when you walk in here, I literally see what's going on with you, and I see you here. And I need to do something to turn your life around and get you going the right direction, right? So the question is, what do I turn around? Do I find a magic vitamin for you? Do I find a magic medication from your doctor? Do I find a magic exercise or surgery? What do I have to find and change to flip the switch? And that's where your spine comes in. We have to change your spine. That's what all this is all about. And I'll go deeper to it in a minute. Because here's the issue. If we don't change your spine, then you start getting these hefty emergency room bills or medication bills or surgery bills that they expect you to pay. But the whole time, none of that is going to flip the switch and get you going towards green grass health. This is a lady who had migraine headaches. She wasn't getting better. She went to the emergency room. She was there for 2 days. When she left, they said, here's some more medication. Follow up with your primary care doctor. And, here's your bill. $45,486.97. So the same woman went to a friend of mine's chiropractor's office, got x-rays. He saw exactly what was causing her headaches. He started making the correct adjustments, just like you did, and her headaches went away and they haven't come back. So when we go over your financial part, don't worry. I'm not going to give you a bill for $45,000, okay? Half off today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Keep it under
That's the
25.
problem, though. That's what's happening in America because they're not flipping the switch. So let's talk about what does flip the switch. And in order to do that, one of my things that I'm famous for is talking about green grass. I'm the green grass guy. This garden hose has been around the world, literally. So here's the thing. If I take grass seed and I put it in the ground and I water it, if that grass seed works right, it's going to grow into what? Green grass. Make sense so far? Okay. Now, if I kink the hose and turn the water off or down to your green grass, what's going to happen to it?
Dry out, run out.
It's going to dry out. Does that make sense? Good. And if I don't turn it back on, then it goes from green to brown, drying up to dead grass or dirt. Does that make sense? Okay. Now here's the good news. If I take the kink off the hose and turn the water back on to the dead grass or brown grass in time, then it goes to what? Green grass, right? So that's exactly how grass works. Here's the cool thing. Everything the grass needs is already in the seed. It's right there. We just got to give it the water. It's not hard. It's not complicated. But if you don't know how to water it or when to water it, then you're always going to end up with brown grass or dead grass. That's the problem. And so when we looked at your spine, I basically was looking for this. That's what I was looking for. Because your spine is what dictates whether you're dead grass, brown grass, or green grass. And if we want to get you out of dead grass, brown grass, then we got to change your spine to get you to green grass. And then once we get you to green grass, how long do you want to stay there for? Good. Good answer. Yeah. So that's what I do. So don't expect anything else. You're never going to hear me give you a, okay, come back when it hurts again. No. Based on your numbers, based on your spine, here's what your spine wants to do. And as your spine gets better, then the visits go down. But I'll never tell you, okay, you're good. Come back when it hurts. Never. We'll do this forever. So what your garden hose is to your grass, your spine is to your life, to you, your future, your health, everything about you, okay? When I looked at your posture, I didn't want to see any kinks on the hose. I didn't want to see one shoulder going up or your pelvis going like this. I didn't want to see I look at your x-ray, I want to see it straight. I don't want to see it going crooked. If it's going crooked, that means these bones are pinching on those nerves, kinking the hose. Everything these nerves go to, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, is now becoming sickness, disease, and dying off early. Green grass to brown grass to dead grass. If we leave it that way, it's just going to keep getting worse. If we change it, then it's going to keep getting better. Okay? From the side, I want to see good curves here, good curves here. If we see that, great, green grass. If I see this going on, which then means these roads are going forward, you're pinching on those nerves, and you're causing brown grass sickness, disease, early death to go to organs, to arms, causing pain, all kinds of issues. Same thing in the lower back. So you look at your x-rays, you look at the front view and the side view, which gives us the whole picture. Okay? All right. So that's what we do. So, talk about the seed, right? Your mom and dad got together, God blew on the belly, and boom, seed started. For 9 months, the power of the intelligence inside that body, God's power we call it, grew you to a 9-month-old baby. Everything, your ears, your eyes, your nose, your emotions, everything about you was in that power that God put inside that womb, in that seed, just like in the grass seed, now inside you. So everything you need to be green grass is already inside you. It's not the magic's not in the hands. The magic's is in you. We just got to open that up and then keep it open. Does that make sense? So you can be strong in health and healing, right? Very good. And the power that grew that baby in the womb, that grew you in the womb, didn't leave you when you were born. Right now, it's in charge of keeping your heart beating or your lungs breathing. Or if you cut your finger, it's in charge of healing that. So everything you need to be strong, healthy, healed from what you have going on right now. And to stay healed is already inside you. It's already there. It's right here in your nerve system. Your whole world is processed through your nerve system. This is the fuse box of your body. This is the motherboard. I don't know in computer. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
This is the internet. This is the Wi-Fi, right? So
The Wi-Fi.
I don't know. I'm trying to. It's fine. Electrician's easy. So this is it. I mean, your whole world affects this. Every thought, every transaction, everything you do. So when I X-ray your spine, I'm looking at whether you're winning at life or the life's just kicking your butt. That's literally what it shows us. This is in charge of your eyes, ears, nose, and throat, your heart, your lungs. Everything's connected. Does that make sense? I cut the nerves, it dies. I pinch the nerve, it starts to die a slow death. It's that simple. When this is strong, okay, when this is strong, then you have strong immunity. When this is weak, you have weak immunity. When this is strong, you have good digestion. When this is weak, you have weak or bad digestion or no digestion. You can eat something on Monday, but on Tuesday, it ain't your friend, right? When this is strong, you have more mobility. You can move, you can bend, you can do what you want to do. When this is weak or out of alignment, now you have limited mobility. When this is strong, you don't have hardly any aches and pains, but when this is in trouble, you hurt all the time, and it doesn't go away. When this is strong, you have good energy, ready to go, right? When this is stuck or out of alignment, you have no energy, sick and tired all the time. When this is good, you have good posture. When this is bad, bad posture. It's all connected. When this is good, you sleep fine. When this is bad, you don't sleep at all. But you can't get rested. You wake up tired. CPAP machine, all that stuff. All that's controlled by your spine and the lifestyle you live. It's really up to you. If you're either going to make your spine strong and you're going to get all this, or you're not, and by default, this goes weak and you get all that. And the good news is that when you're green grass, then you have less days hospitalized, less days surgery, less need for pharmaceutical costs for medications, so you don't get those big giant bills I showed you earlier. When did it start, Dr. Joe? When did I start making brown grass? For many of us, it's the day we're born. The doctor wants to come, baby, mom's pushing, the head shows up, the doctor wants to grab it and pull it out. Give it a twist. Or forceps, or vacuum extraction, or cesarean birth, or breech birth. But usually it involves the head getting pulled on and then it gets twisted. Now, that's not a problem on day one, but if you don't ever go see Dr. Joe and get it corrected, then it stays crooked for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. So you've been making brown grass all your life. So that's why you see children in here running around, not because they got bad backs, because their parents want them to have a green grass life, have a green grass child. Life is easier for them. Life is better for them, right? That's what we want. But usually most people, it starts the day they're born. So we have special testing that we do on newborn babies. So every child should be checked, every child. there's a fancy word called neuroplasticity. That's the brain function. And it's at its optimum level from age 0 to 25. So really, there shouldn't be anyone, well, over age 25. It should be all full of kids, right? Because that's when we make the most difference with your brain and set you up for life. But if I only get you here to when you're 40, okay, then we got work to do, catch back up on, right? 27, exactly. So we have a thermography scan that tells us exactly if the baby's making green grass or brown grass. And once we make the changes, then it goes right back to green grass. Well, you can sit still, so we took x-rays of you. So I want to measure and see right where your spine is at. Just like you have all your little things and tools that measure, you hook up to the electricity, right? You do all that, and you have your tools, you watch your analytics and stuff like that. I have my own too. And again, how long has this spine of yours been making brown grass? I also can see on the x-ray based on how much degeneration you have on the bones, how much rusting there is on the spine. If I see normal curve, then I like that, okay? If I see phase 1, that means the spine now is going straight, it's pinching on the nerves. It takes 10 years to get to phase 1. So if it's been making brown grass inside you for 10 years, how long is that going to take to get it going back the right direction? It's going to take time. Give me 6 months to show you really what can happen for you, okay? So if you're at phase 1, we want to stop it from getting worse, get it turned around, and get your spine going back the right direction, and that's what we do. But what if I don't find you until you're over 27? Then you may be at phase 2, where I literally see arthritis and degeneration and degenerative disc disease right on the bones, okay? I see it right there. This means you have 20 years of spinal neglect, spinal disease, sickness and disease growing in your body, brown grass, whatever you want to call it. So now we got more work to do to stop it from getting worse and get it going back the right direction, the green grass. But if you're at phase 3, we call that nursing home spine because that's what put him there. It wasn't a lack of medication, shots of surgery. It wasn't a lack of vitamins or a lack of whatever. It was that no one taught them how to take care of their spine, and slowly over the years, they just got like this. And that's why they're there. And I don't want that to happen to anybody. So, when I took your x-ray, I drew a line off the back of C2, line off the back of C7, measured that arc, and in this particular x-ray, it's at 37 degrees. I like that. That's green grass. How do I know? Because ideal numbers is 35. So when we look at your x-ray, I'm going to compare your lateral curve to 35 degrees. And the closer you are to it, great, more green grass. The further you are from it, not great, brown grass, dead grass. Then we also look at the front view of this x-ray. I want to see everything right down the red line. Can you see how this gentleman here is going off to the right? So let me ask you, doctors, is he making green grass or brown grass? Yeah, it's right there. You'll see it right there on your x-ray. And if we don't change that, we don't flip the switch and turn that boat around, it's going to keep getting worse. I don't make the rules. Sorry. Again, lower back. This is the x-ray we took from the side. We draw a line off the back of L1, L5. It makes an arc. I want to see 37, at least 35. In this case, you see 37. Good, green grass. Let's keep it that way. Then we look at this x-ray from the front. This is the lower spine here. I want to see everything on the red line here, just like this. If this is yours, I'd say, great. Let's just maintain this. Let's keep it strong. Let's protect it. Okay? Then, you saw me put the head weights on you. I measure those to see if I can't make that number better. Because we really want, this is what we want to tell your brain to do right here. So when I put 1 pound on this x-ray here, it made it go from 37 to 39. I like that because it's even better. So everything's done based on the numbers. It's all about your numbers. That's what I chase. That's what I chase. Now, how do we flip the spine? How do we change it? How am I going to change those numbers we see on your x-ray to get you better? Well, first thing we have you do is drink water because that begins to make the disc strong and alive again. Then we have you do the traction and we put you in a curve. We don't just pull you straight like some other offices might. We want to put you in that curve position and begin to open up the healing in your spine and your lower back. Okay? Then we have you wobble side to side, front to back, because we're unwrapping, unwinding your spine. Okay? Then it's time for the adjustment. And the adjustment is the most powerful thing you can do to be healthy. It's like walking to the fuse box and flipping a switch. Or walking to the computer and flipping it on. Putting in the Wi-Fi code. Whatever, keeping it going. That's what it does. It's so powerful. We can use adjusting tools. We can use our hands. But the whole thing is when I'm done, I say power's on. And then that power that's making your heart beat and your lungs breathe, that God raises the moon and the stars with, is running inside you. Everything in that seat is like rock and roll. Let's go. Okay? Afterwards, we realize you're going to go back to the same job, same people, and it could just begin to pull you out. So we use the head weights to train you on the Vibe platform to bring you there and make this a new normal. We do it for 5 minutes after your adjustment to cement everything in. It's all about your neurology, right? Now, how are we going to undo in 6 months 10, 15, 20 years of brown grass making? Well, when you saw a dentist, he gave you a toothbrush, or she, and said, here's how you brush your teeth to take care of them, right? You all know that. Well, now, huh?
What's a dentist?
Yeah, exactly, good. Well, that's, it's kind of, the analogy is, this is the first time you ever heard about, what if you've never heard about a dentist, and you never were taught to brush your teeth, and now you're sitting in front of me, and I'm your first dentist.
Right.
Welcome to my world, right? So now, you've had long-term chiropractic care, but now we're going to teach you how to brush your spine. So when you come back and start your care plan, you're going to get this, right? It's my gift to you. You're going to get a wobble disc that you can wobble now every day. So we got to catch you up and get you back in shape. You're going to have a head weight. You can just sit in a chair. All right, I actually have slides on all this stuff. Okay, you're going to have a traction unit that you do your traction with. Okay, it's in there. You're going to have your wobble disc to wobble every day. Then you're going to have your head weight where you just sit with your head weight on. Okay, then you're going to lay on your rolls. Because out there wants to trash your spine. Now you think that's not good anymore because that was making me brown grass, dead grass. Now I want to protect my spine and stay green grass because you want to keep it that way. That's what you said forever. Now this is how you do that at home. Okay? Now, this is the reason why you have to do all this. That's Leah, our oldest. When I got out of chiropractic college, before I did, we had a baby, little girl.
She's a little taller now.
She's a little taller now. She's a little bigger. But here's the thing. Why do I get so passionate? Why am I yelling at you? Because what I do now, saved my own little girl. With seizures, and I know you guys don't have seizures, but seizures you talk to any doctor, we don't know what to do, just give her drugs. That's their answer. Take half the brain out. I'm like, that's not a green grass decision. So, she had Pitocin birth, tiny hole, big head, shot out, pulled, and started adjusting her. Fine. But then she falls on a flight of stairs, 8 months old in a walker, and hits her head. Not fine. But we look at children and say, okay. So that's why I say, the only way you know, it's not how you feel, you have to have a way to examine this nerve system to see whether it's making green grass or brown grass. My daughter's making brown grass and we didn't know it. Until age 5, she starts having what's called petit mal seizures. Lights are on, nobody's home. Playing baseball with your friends and all of a sudden you just walk off. Oh, come back here, Leah. So that was our life from age 5 until age 12 when she at the Westminster Rec Center, she has her first grand mal seizure on the ground, shaking. And I'm doing everything right. And she's still getting worse. I'm doing everything I know, and she's getting worse. We're trying vitamins, we're trying medication, we're trying chiropractic the way we do it before. Exercise, combing around the world. So I'm literally throwing out all the dogma in my life that I thought was supposed to work, and we're trying to get her better. And she wasn't getting better. Finally, around age 15, 16, we're ready to pull her hair out. I go to a seminar, and Dr. Penabon says, here's the problem, gents. If you don't have a curve in your neck, the brain won't calm down, the body won't heal, and you're never going to get better. I'm like, what do you mean? This is new to me. He says, well, if your daughter's neck's like this, no matter how much you pound on it, like those doctors, you walk in the joint or whatever, you lay down, crack, 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 okay, come back, hurts again. That is not designed to change the spine, but that's what I was doing to my daughter and it wasn't working. He says, you got to get a curve back in her neck, let the brain calm down, let her body begin to heal, and let's see what happens. I said, okay, so that's what we did. So we started doing everything we just taught you about, right? Took her x-ray, boom. I want to see 35. She's at 15. So is she green grass or brown grass? That was the first time I ever found anything wrong with her. It was right under my nose, but I didn't know how to find it. So now, if anybody has any problems, I look at their x-ray first. It tells me why you're not healing, why you're not getting better, and then how to change that. That's, how much medication does she have to take to make her spine change? It doesn't work that way. How much broccoli does she have to eat to make her spine change? It doesn't work that way. I'm not against it. It just doesn't do the job. We got to change the spine. We got to flip the spine. So we started doing everything I just talked about. Re-x-rayed her in time. Went from 30, so it went up closer to green grass, and we saw the seizures begin to go away. That's why I'm such a spine geek about this thing. So, because this is what saved my daughter's life and has put me in 2 Olympics and the Colorado Rapids, over 500,000 adjustments, and it's going to help you get better as well. And then with her head weights, she's at 42 degrees. So I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that's why we're going to start with your brain, spine, nervous system first to get you where you want to go. I'm all for peace. I'm all for you getting bed on time and smiling more, but it doesn't change your spine. I'm all for you getting strong and working out. I'll work out with you on Saturday mornings right here at the office. Teach you a really good workout, but that's not going to predictably change your spine. I'm all about customizing a nutrition plan for you, which I can do that for you as your doctor, but it's not going to change your spine. I'm all about you taking vitamins and doing detoxes and stuff, but it's not going to change your spine. And if you have emergencies, great, but medication, shots, and surgery don't change your spine. What we do here changes your spine, and that's the first thing you need to get better, okay? So, we don't need more church right now, or more hospitals, more Walgreens. We don't need more crack sessions or gym memberships or whole food eating. We need to change your spine. That's Leah now today, okay? Healthy and strong, full of life. So, when we change your spine, what do we see? People with depression get better. People lose weight, no more diabetes. Children have better focus, better grades. The headaches are all gone, off all pain medication. Cancer's gone, so now they can live their gold medal life. They want to live and not kill themselves, able to get pregnant. Prostate cancer's gone. Families are happy now. What? That's their gold medal life they want. Blood pressure pills are gone. Best shape, best mood ever. Soccer teams, athletes win gold medals. Baby Johnny's happy when he wakes up. Again, gold medals. Body's legs don't kick or shake anymore at night. Rap stops smoking. He's off all smoking medication. Jeff's doesn't wear bifocals anymore. Paul's out of the wheelchair, dancing at his daughter's wedding now. Baby Sammy, no more colic, sleeps all night. That's going to green grass. That's what it looks like. Change the spine, and this is what happens. Okay? So, we want to get you going from dead grass, brown grass, to green grass. Changing your spine is what's going to get you there. The thing is that this is my family. So that's Leah, my wife, my daughter, Luke, and Grant. And so my job is to make sure their spines are strong so they can be green grass. So my question is, once we get you started, is there anyone in your family that needs to get an x-ray of their spine so we can make sure they don't have to go back on medications or shots or surgeries, right? Because that's we want to rescue them. So you have 2 weeks. Anybody else in your family, anybody else, come in and I'll take care of them. They get an exam, they get their x-ray. So if your wife wants to come, Joshua wants to come, right? If your wife wants to come, go give them. But, you have 2 weeks to come in and we'll get exam and x-rays, a couple adjustments, and then we'll go over this with them as well. Because I want to take care of you. No fair that you're here being all happy and strong now, and then you got to be stuck taking care of them at home, right? So, this is our mission. So we're going to go back now, and I'm going to show you how we're going to change your spine and rescue you. So we'll go back individually to the x-ray room. We'll look at your spine on the x-rays. We'll make sure you understand what's going on. I'm going to tell you what's best to get better. So when I go my recommendations, like, what's going to get you there as fast as possible, and what's going to save you the most money? That's what I'm going to tell you. You may have a different idea, free country still, that's fine, but I'm always going to give you my best recommendations. Go over your care plan options. When you're done, make an appointment to come back tomorrow so we can get this thing going and get your kit to you. Go home, review, look at everything. Come back on your next visit. The team will help you figure out what works best and get you going. Okay? All right, very good.